Yo, 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 yo. Let me get this off real quick. Check, check. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah. What's happening? What's happening? Think I got everything situated, man. How y'all doing, man? It's Brother Lawrence 228. Woo. Top of the morning, man. It's 9:50 where I'm at on the Gulf Coast, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And you know, I gotta give it to you how I'm coming across it, and we try to figure this thing out together. You know, we heard that we have Indian in our blood. We have an old ancestor that may have been part of a tribe or had some kind of connection with the tribes, and it's more prevalent down here in the South. I think it's like the hardest because you have the transatlantic slave trade happen, right? So you got a bunch of mixed up stuff. Most of us probably don't know what's really going on. There's different theories on the table, different facts, different alternative facts on the table, and as far as my journey, if you've been paying attention or seen some of my old videos, you already know. I kind of try to stay within the journey for my family. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be all over the place. I try to stay within recent time. It ain't too much ancient stuff that's laying around um, that we can, well, I guess you could call our own. If we are the original people of this land, and it could have been that they didn't switched it out, to lift up a certain type of people and suppress a certain type of people. I say suppress, oppress, oppress. One of them words, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. What's up, man? We got the Black Indians, right? Ethnic Black Indians, okay? Um, right across the site, man, through my journey, and I thought I should share it with y'all. I did put the link in the chat, so those are just, peeping. All you gotta do is just click the link, and you can go see for yourself. That's what I'm gonna start. That's how I'm gonna start doing everything. That way, you necessarily gotta stick around if you don't want to, cause I can get long-winded about talking about nothing. Still trying to get used to this whole podcast and trying to talk. You know what I'm saying? Letting people know my view, my perspective on how I see my own family lineage and how it plays in this thing called history, right? So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. We ain't gonna keep y'all long. We're just gonna run over this site and hopefully we get some up out of it, man. But disclaimer: we gotta be open-minded. We gotta be open-minded, and I think those of us who may have been Pan Africans first may come to the realization that we might not have got all the information that we needed when we was on that side. For me, genealogy really took me from the Pan Africanism. But it doesn't mean I don't have love for my black people, because at the end of the day, reality says we in the same boat. hmm We in the same boat. We probably all got a birth certificate, so we adhere to the same system, right? That got us all, you know, under one roof, in the same, at the bottom, basically. As black people, man, and when I say, um, some people don't identify with the word black, and that's fine, because in all actuality, you're not. Well, I'm not. When it's based off of color, right? I'm not black. I am brown, copper colored, caramel, however you want to put it, bronze. You know what I'm talking about? And but it's kind of like the yes sir, no sir thing. Even though you might not agree with it, but when you're out in public and you still want to be, you know what I'm saying, like, seem my respectful, it might come out. You know what I'm saying? Yes sir, no sir. Same thing with being black. Like, you might not agree with it, but you put up with it and you identify with it as well. But let's get it. Let's get on to it. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and we gonna get right into it. We gonna get right to it. Okay, make sure y'all can see that. All right, let me put this. Yeah, get a few more inches. Y'all ain't gotta see me. So, okay, what we have here. Okay, we got the first name up top, Ezeli Danto, who is a Haitian poet / researcher / I want to say she acts too. Like, she did a lot of stuff. That's her right here. See, I can see that. You see, she's doing some dance classes. So we got a really talented individual trying to give us some of that heat that most of us may be missing out on. And it's good to hear a different perspective from another country, well, another locale, right? What? That's how people down there on them islands, them Caribs, them Haitian, y'all. Hey, they're my people, man. And even, y'all excuse me, I'm trying to get rid of the cold. Okay. So, MACPL, many hands make light a heavy load. I guess that. Okay. Oh, I guess MACPL. Okay. Men Ample Chapalu. Menapil Chapalu. I don't know what that means, but anything that y'all see on this page and y'all just want to check out not only the sources, but get at the moderator of this site. They have an email right here, EZ. Oh, I hope that don't come up because I accidentally clicked that. I did. Don't want to do that. Quit. There we go. All right. Ezeli Danto at Margarita Lauren T. MargaritaLaurenT.com. And that's where we get Margarita Lauren T. And some of these words, man, it might be in another language or something. But yeah, man, Black Indians. That's why I titled this, because I feel like that was her main thing. Black were indigenous peoples of the world, including the Americas. In Paul Alphonse Barton's book, A History of the American Olmecs and Black Civilizations of America from Prehistoric Times to the Present Era. Okay, we just tapping in on the first part of this, and let's go. We're skipping all that. Let's hear what she got to say. Azillah Dantos, note, we of Haiti, living abroad and at home, along with our friends and supporters at Azillah's HLLN, stand in solidarity, support, and in struggle for equity and justice. I don't know what you mean to say equality, but equity and justice. Ask John Jacques Dessalines would wish us to stand in solidarity, support, and struggle with the original peoples of North America, the Black Indians, especially the Black Indians of Oklahoma, USA. Okay, so we can go to the Black Indians, and we're going to see also Blacks were original peoples of the Americas. Before we go to that, because I want to go to that next, let's see what they got going on. Make sure you hit that like button on the way up in here, and you share, to your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get it. Of course, Blacks were indigenous peoples of the world, including the Americas. In Paul F. Barton's book, History, we'll just go ahead. Let's see if we can find some on it. We're going to check out that book. I haven't heard anybody say anything about that book. So she already dropping bars. Okay. This is what that looked like, I guess. History of the African Olmecs. See, they keep calling. Like I say, be open-minded. Be open-minded. Because a lot of us want to say that, okay, Black people were the originals. We come from when we're dealing with migration, okay, our people come south. We come from the south, like through Mexico, Central America, South America, into Brazil, you know what I'm talking about? So if you were to ask the question, where did those people come from? We might hear crickets. Now, until I hear, because I'm a creationist, I'm not necessarily an evolutionist. Right? I think all our people were created, and that's just, my perspective right now. Could change because it changed to this. It changed from something else. But let's see. Anytime I'm looking for a book, I always look to see if I can get a PDF version. Right? Anybody got a PDF version? See what I'm talking about? Oh, this ain't even it. This is like, oh yeah. Related. How the Ice Age gave birth to the first Highland. See, he talking about Cro-Magnons, Homo sapiens, you know what I'm talking about, Neanderthals, but all that Central Asian world history, I guess it's saying it's related, but it's really not related. Okay, this is not necessarily it. We might Black civilizations of ancient America. I mean, it's bringing up some stuff I haven't seen before. So I'm gonna put this in the chat as well. We're gonna put that in the chat too. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna get that right. Okay, what I'm saying about being open-minded, because this information is gonna have some truth, if not all the truth in there. Okay, and we eat the chicken, spit out the bones. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we come across, just take what you need to apply to whatever your narrative or whatever your however you go about presenting this information, you know, you add to that. Ancient African kingdoms produce Olmec type cultures. The ancient kingdoms of West Africa, which occupy the coast forest belt from Cameroon to New Guinea, had trading relationship with other Africans dating back to pre-Epstein. However, about 1500 BC, these ancient kingdoms not only traded along the Ivory Coast, but with the Phoenicians and other people. Okay, so we got some. We're gonna get back to it, y'all. We're just browsing, and this is my first time actually coming to this site because of the bar that Ezili dropped. I got the hiccups. An ancient West African Ani or king holding similar artifacts as the San Augustine culture stone carving of a shaman. Okay. The above ancient stone carvings, shamans, priests, kings, yeah. So, you know, that's why I'm saying keep that open mind. You know, just take it all in, and let's talk about it, man. I would love to hear everybody else thought on this information. Still, even though we don't see pyramids of stone rising above the ground in West Africa, similar to those in Egypt, Nubian, or Mexico, a massive obelisk, colossal monuments and structures of Nubian, Kemetic, or Mesoamerican civilizations. The fact remains they did exist in West Africa on a smaller scale and were transported to the Americas, where conditions such as an environment more hospitable to building a free detriments such as malaria and tsetse made it, I think that's the mosquito, made it much easier to build on a grander scale. Still, pyramids occur. Egypt built over 4,000 years ago compared to, you know. Okay, so, ancient seagoing vessels used by Egyptians and Nubians in ancient times. Like, y'all gotta account for that. If y'all believe what y'all see up on them walls, then y'all should believe that Africans had boats for travel, had the technology to travel across seas before Columbus. Yeah, I'm you know, I think my information goes both ways. It probably needs to tighten up on the scholarship a little bit. I'd love to have this conversation with some of our quote unquote leaders of the new school. Well, I got one person in mind I wouldn't mind having on the panel. We went through some stuff for him on Facebook. I can't think of his name, but he was the founder of the Marcus Garvey Institute, LLC. Can't remember his name, but I want to talk to him because he's saying that the Choctaw people were black people, the Choctaw people were black people, and they were Africans. Man, we're gonna have a hard time dealing with that, you know, because the rebuttal to say that is like, nah, we're not Africans, we're from Central and South America. And like I said before, once you ask the question, where did the people in the Central and South America come from, I think we out of bullets when it comes to that, unless you want to say in the past 50,000 years, nothing really happened, everything the same, and, you know, it wasn't no traversing the waters. descendant of ancient Africans in recent America. But you know, this is an earlier black Californian, a member of the original black Aboriginal people of California in the southwestern U.S. A member of one of the original black nations of the Americas, the Afro-Daranite of Panama. See, y'all, we need to go check out these people. And in Panama, stone carving of Negroid person found in the area close to Washita territories. We're gonna get into the Washita in a little bit. You know, the Moors want to step in. Hey, this is all information, man. You know, it's the past. It ain't what it is right now. But you know, when we're not boots on the ground actually trying to solve real issues, we get to play with the information a little bit, and you know, we're trying to set the record straight. You know, so a lot of our indigenous Aboriginal community, you know, Indian community, autonomous community, you know, a lot of our information, you know, besides the North America, we want to say we derive from the Central and South. So let's keep going. You know, Bush Negroes, the Juka. I'm just going through this. I got the link. Reference Washita Nation, Clyde Winters, the Nubian. I like Clyde Winters. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook, and I look at all his old stuff, and you know, we pick from everybody. I even got. Let me go to this book. Let me get this book right quick. It's revealing America's dark-skinned past. I need to get into that. I got Ancient Mississippi. Volume 1 and 2 on there. Let me see. The Choctaw or Bayou Lacoon, St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana. I ain't even read that book yet. I'm quite sure they got some stuff up in this iron, man. Oh, okay, got pictures. I didn't even know I had pictures. Okay. One second, there's one book really. Black people are indigenous to the Americas. Research. Yeah, I need to get back into it, man. I just been. But this is one. I even got the Codex Game Over by Shaka Amos. You know what I'm saying? Man, you couldn't tell me nothing on that Pan-African side. And I thought Shaka Amos was the best scholar, you know, when I was watching Sarnetta. Sarnetta, big shout out to Sarnetta, man. And I really appreciate what you was doing, man. I learned a lot. Learned a lot from Brother Polite. You know what I'm saying? Learned a lot from a lot of them scholars on there. Brother Reggie. Y'all know, man. You know, so I went down that rabbit hole too. And I just love to hear these ideologies clash. I know y'all can barely hear me right now. I'm trying to find this certain book. Oh yeah. One of my favorites. The Historical Origin of Christianity by Walter Williams. Oh man, there has never been a man that ever walked the earth in human form of any race, creed, or color by the name of Jesus Christ. Woo! But it gives you a lot of, you know what I'm saying? That's when I was getting into them hieroglyphs, man. You know how step back. Kind of got off subject right there, but yeah, man, I was just thinking about that journey, man, where I come from. But yeah, man, Pan Africanism is alive and prevalent today. Today. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to it, man. We're gonna we get back over here to, all right, this is where we stopped off at. Let's go get some again. So I mean, you seen that? That's off that link right there. Black were the indigenous peoples of the world, including the Americas, and Paul F. Barton book. And we still, I don't think we even seen it. We just seen that part. Humans originated in Africa and migrated to other regions. Those who went to the cold northern lands adapted to the cold climate. Now, when they say adapt, did they change color? Did they change color? Cause that's what, brother. Oh yeah, man. Back on my Pan African stuff. Y'all already know. Between him and Shaka, almost, I put them two. Those are my top two. All right, scholars from the Pan African, and Brother Polite too. We throw them top three. Adapted. I wonder how they adapt, and I wonder, did they change color because of the lack of vitamin D, right? And he had vitamin D deficiency, right? Because according to the evolution, this is, you're dealing with temperate zones where it's the highest at the equator, right? And as you go, that's where you will find the blackest of the black is closer to the equator, right? And so you don't necessarily have to have a high dose of vitamin D because you're getting it from the sun, right? That's their claim, right? And as you move up northern, you get lighter skin because you don't have that sun beating you down, so you gotta rely on the foods. They gonna have to account for them white people. Where them white people come from? You know what I'm saying? You gotta, I just want to know, did they change color to adapt to the cold climates? The very first humans to inhabit the Americas and the entire world came out of Africa between 200 and 100,000 years ago. Man, we're gonna have to deal with this information, y'all. Please, somebody help me out. Please tag the top scholars and point them to this. All you got to do is actually send them the link. Just send them the link. You ain't got to tell them where you got it from. You can take credit all you want. You know what I'm saying? But I came across it because of my journey. Talking about the Choctaw people, Choctaw people. And my research is starting to lead me that these Choctaw people were the original black people of the southeastern lands, Mississippi, Alabama area. Yeah. And you got the Chickasaw too. Those are our neighbors. That's our brothers and sisters. Got the Creek. Some of the we mixed in with the Creeks. Of course, you got the Seminole people, you know what I'm saying? Hey. According to Galwin thesis, well, hold up, before I even get to that, Americas and the entire world came out of Africa between 20 and 100,000 years ago. Now, as far as what I be hearing in communities, we ain't talking those numbers. If so, I probably need to do some. I need to brush up on my research. But 120, 200,000, man, that's gonna be hard to. Unless y'all can find something 300,000 years ago. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be kind of hard. Well, it's hard when you're ignorant. I'm ignorant right now because I'm a student, and when doing research, both eyes, ears open to the game, and I watch those with their narrative and they trying to paint this and that, and I feel it because they may be ignorant to the fact, man, 200,000 years ago. I know one thing that wasn't taught in our schools, and also, like, the furthest they'll go back to the Clovis people, which is around 12,000 years ago. They a newbie. You know what I'm saying? We talking about stuff that has, man, 200. What y'all think? We got some information about 200,000 to 300,000 years ago to trump this. Now, I'm not going to pass it off as fact, but I want to challenge, I want to charge you to make me a believer. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to look into this. 200, 100,000 years ago, blacks were in the Americas as early as 70,000 BC. These first blacks may have been the Australoid type, as well as the diminutive blacks, such as the Pygmies, Octa, and Bushmen, and others. It is unlikely that the prehistoric blacks whose remains have been discovered in the Americas evolved from Mongoloids and developed into situ in the Americas into Negritic racial type. This, where they're saying that we didn't evolve from no Mongols, the Native Americans that's on reservations today. Excuse me. This idea can be refuted due to the fact that if humans entered the Americas around between 30,000 BC to 150,000 years BC, they would have been Negroid. Bars. They'd have been Negroid. So now, the way the indigenous community, Aboriginal community, autonomous community, we use the Europe. We use the earlier accounts, the earliest, not the earliest, but the I meant to say the latest accounts from European explorers. Okay, that's what we go by. I even do it. You know what I'm saying? Because my scholarship. You know what I'm saying? I'm a newbie. And I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a student, I'm willing to learn. I wanted to hop on some panels and learn, hey. But, man, when the Europeans came to the Americas, they call them Negroes, right? No matter what, in Asia, Negritos, Negro, the Guinea, in Africa, negative, what they call them in negative de terra, in Brazil, Central America. So wherever they went, they were Negroes, all right, and they said that these people look like Ethiopians. These people are black. These people are dark. Yeah. That's where we at with it. We only using the latest accounts when we're not accounting for the the 150 to 300,000 years ago, what's been going on before that, right? Prehistoric blacks were moving worldwide. Consequently, the prehistoric migrants to the Americas during the period would have to have been Negro and black. It seems more possible that people who are Negritic changed into the Mongolian type in the Americas in order to adapt to the cold climate of the north. I don't know about that. I'm kind of confused, but we're okay. We got the Black Indians right here. We all ready to do it. Oh, what's this? Come on, you gotta do this. Okay, I want it just the same as this right here. No, it's not. Make sure we still in this thing. So, um, Ezeli Dantus, no. We at Ayete living abroad and at home, along with the friends and supporters connected to Ezeli's vast network, here and today declare that we stand on Salah. I already said that, man. I said that earlier. Seems like we did. The Black Indians and herein focus our life force and power to witness to the legitimacy and existence of the Black Indians Aboriginal claims to the motherfucking North America. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Background information below and some of the oldest. Ooh. Let's click on it. Let's click on it. I'm sorry, y'all. Three, or I'm about to say three blacks were the original peoples of the Americas. Please, y'all, click that link in the chat. It should be in the chat, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm moving all over the place. I'm not even moving how I thought I was gonna move through this. I'm actually learning and excited. Okay, so I already see some of the oldest remains found so far in the Americas. You got the Peenan woman 3, the third. Oh man, it's 12,700 to 15,000 years old, and it's the oldest human. And that's pre-Clovis, because Clovis is 10 to 12,000, I believe. Found so far definitely older than any known ancestor of the modern Native Americans, red hue, or Asiatic Indians. They even differentiate the type of, you know what I'm saying, Native Americans there. You got the red ones and you got the Asiatic ones. The Peenan woman has features more like the Australian Aboriginals or the Ainu people of Japan. You know, we quick to say, you know what I'm saying, blacks were the Negritos. It's probably the Negrito. She is not of a Siberian or native, sorry for the countries, Native American lineage and is believed to be an ancestor of the Pirikut. I never heard of the Pirikut. Let's go and give a quick search on the Pirikut people. Straight Google. Pirikut. Ooh, the Pirikut, also known as Pirikis, Cora, and Duez, were the Aboriginal inhabitants of the Cape region. Is this Mexico? I thought they were talking about like Cape Cod, but nah, the Cape region. Pirikut. So that's in Mexico. Right? Cape region, the southernmost part of. Oh, Cali. Oh, okay. I'm looking at this. See, Cali only. I'm thinking it's Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe all that was. Oh, hold on. That look like that little Mexico little part. The southernmost portion of Baja California, Mexico. They have been linguistically and culturally extinct since the late 18th century. So they got all, who they got them looking like? Who they got them looking like? Got them bow and arrows though. Yeah. I don't know if it's the right representation, but the Gulf of California Islands. I mean, the same difference. The Gulf of California. Pacific, but y'all get the picture. Keep it moving. Where were we at? Where were we at? Where were we at? Damn, lost my spot. Talking about motherfucker people. What we talking about? Black Indians all over. Let me get back into my spot. People. Man, I done lost my spot. Give me 1 second. Witnessing the Aboriginal claims in North America. I don't think I already did handle. We are miseducated within the U.S. I'm sorry, y'all. I done lost my spot. Um, okay. I think I came over here somewhere. We're gonna get up the Piricute. There we go. All right, the Piricute migrated to the Americas 1,300, 500 years ago and is believed to be a descendant of the Southeast Asians who occupied Australia 60,000 years ago. Man, so they're saying the Australoid people that we see today may have, well, I can't put the Asian. I gotta get out them. I gotta get the pale skin out of the word. When I'm hearing Asians, you know, I gotta learn how to jump in and jump out. How they present the info. You know, y'all might take it a little different, but if they're descendant of the Southeast Asian, I'm gonna assume that they were black, Negro type. Okay, how about that? So the Piricute, okay, is descended from the first Indian who originated from Africa. Okay, and we got Louisiana. This is who we're quick to jump on to as one of the facts that, or skeletal bones, to prove that yo, it's too early in the morning, y'all. My brain. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know Louisiana. Let me go and click on it anyway. Okay. Alright, so this is all that's been found from Louisiana. Got a pelvic bone, got a thigh bone, got a motherfucking shin bone, got a skull and that thing. You know what I'm saying? Louisiana is the name of the upper Paleolithic period skeletal and Paleo-Indian woman who was found in a cave in Brazil. Oh. Some archaeologists originally thought the young woman may have been part of the migratory wave of immigrants prior to the ancestors of today's Amerindians. Through DNA and other evidence have shown this to be improbable. So we're not no Amerindians. Alright, let's go back. Alright, it's well, been part of the migration long before the Mongol people. Ancestors of the Nordic, Asiatic, Native American, Amerindians, Red Indians. These stand up scholarship hypotheses that Louisiana arrived from the Northeast Asia, where her ancestors had lived for tens of thousands of years since human migration from Africa. However, the location of Louisiana remains near the Atlantic coast of Brazil, also, along with her African features, give support to the idea that Louisiana may have arrived by sea voyage across from South Atlantic from Africa to South America. Okay, and who was Louisiana? First Americans were black, very similar. Yeah, got a source right here. First, it might drop that anything. That's Louisiana. Remember that face? That's how they scoped her out to be. On the sidebar though, when I was a Pan-African and it was trying to, I was watching this live. I think I was watching Sarah Suit Seti. I watched Seti, and Seti said it is impossible to reconstruct muscles. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it's impossible to reconstruct it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I might have to put that up in there, man. I'm gonna get that. All right, so. Did it say anything else about it? The first Americans were black. I'm just gonna put that in there in the chat. I'm gonna put that in the chat. Okay. So I'll give you some more. Hey, we going ham today, aren't we? We're gonna escape out of that song. Be who black Indians, who we by Angela. Let's just talk to them. Yeah, that's probably what I was trying to get to. Okay, we're gonna jump over here to the black or the original peoples on planet Earth, including the Americas, and shared core cultural, social, and religious values with the enslaved blacks. The European brought in chains to the Americas. Right? Within the Western Hemisphere, Haiti is the focal point of an African Indian cultural voodoo. I hear people talking about that voodoo. Voodoo blood fusion. The world is just starting to learn that Africans were the original peoples of the Americas. Remember, this article is basically from or the last time it's been updated, I guess, has been since 2008. Yeah. A large percentage of the Aboriginal first people of the Americas were ethnic black Indians affected by foreign invasion, Indian removal, and well as impacted by the transatlantic slave trade and black holocaust. See Black in the United Defense Fund, Thanksgiving Day message, more particularly according to the Paul Burton. The indigenous blacks to the Americas who arrived in the Americas earlier than 100,000 years before Christ. Wow. Now this is coming from Haiti, y'all. From our brothers and sisters over there at them islands. Yeah. But, you know, the indigenous blacks to the Americas who arrived to the Americas earlier. Oh, yeah, I would say that. This explains why it is that all free blacks who were found in remote locations in the Americas not habited by white settlers and said to have been runaway enslaved Africans. There go the confusion right there. They were free blacks. So they wanna mix it in with the free. I ain't gonna say mix it in, but they wanna take it and put another connotation to it, right? And you know, cause you do the census from 1790. You got a slew of free inhabitants, free people of color inhabiting this land. Brought to the Americas in chains by white settlers who intermarried with the native Indians. Does this also explain why John Jacques Dessalines chose to reestablish the Indian? So we need to chop it up with Mr. John Jacques Dessalines. I think that's how you say this. Perhaps the black Atonchon's name, Ayiti, to the new African nation he had freed and founded was Dessalines. Oh, I messed up. Put an extra S in there. Denying the white settlers rewriting of world history and honoring the history of humanity. Honoring the presence of black people as the world's indigenous people, including the Americas before the arrival of the Mongoloid Indian population to the Americas. Is that also another reason, knowing that blacks were the original trustees of this old and sacred land? Yeah, we the landlords. Were original to the Americas before all the invaders, including Siberian, Asian, Native Americans that's reaching back for black. Jean Dessalines decreed in Haiti's first constitution that all citizens in Haiti shall be known by the appellation black. Wow. 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 Some of the oldest remains found so more. Then I go down around on the sidebar there to see what's up. What's up. Oh yeah, we talking Picayune. Yeah. Just do that in there. So black. History of African American Old-Prince. I think we did that one. Did the indigenous Haitian army of John Jacques Dessalines era understand the term black in a Tontonese manner? That is, the blacks, those descendants of ancient Elkabula, who are today socially and politically labeled as identified as Africans, were living in America since the time immemorial. Were there in Americas eons ago as the original peoples on Earth, before the one landmass on the Earth was broken during the Ice Age and separated into continents. So, seem like, what you call that, when all the continents were one? Pangea. Mother Gia. That would sound like it's separated into excuse me. Come out, mucus. From what school teaches and from the images we see on TV, it appears that Native Americans are clearly of Asian Mongolian descent and seem to have colonized the entire American continent from one end to the other, as well as the Caribbean islands. But the hard proof reveals the oldest remains found in the Americas is African and dates back at least 3,000 years earlier than the Asian, like Native Americans, remains found. Still, it may be impossible to know more for quite some time because the Native Americans understandably don't want to lose the legal and the social standards they enjoy over the black Indians. Man, this is powerful, y'all. See, now, most of y'all, when y'all see that African word, y'all won't even get this information. That's why you gotta be open-minded. And that's what I do, man. I know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I mind being African descent. I'm just saying, I don't care about what happened 300,000 years ago. We can use it to set the facts straight. But I'm saying, we are saying that the ground that you walk on right now, my family descend for the original inhabitants of this land. I don't care where they came from. I'm talking about this land. It's all about this land, the Turtle Island. Okay. Even if you say they come from Brazil, Central America, we ain't got. Now, really, as it applies to reality, it's almost irrelevant to go. You taking yourself off the land, really. I don't know. Somebody help me understand. It's powerful. Officialdom is vested in the device and conquer and uphold on its arcane ideas. Non-white cultures, Africans, Americans, Tonchas, Caribbeaners, Latinos, Asians, and Native Americans in America still haven't matured into the conjugate idea that they don't need to assimilate into each other to have a successful political movement that serves all their interests. So this information that Africans were first threatens not only the great discover American narratives, but the non-white ethnic groups in the Americas who take succor from not being at the very bottom. That's the thing, because they were at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? They like, not all black people were slaves. Come out. Not everybody was slaves, man. Not black people. You had some uh, white people as slaves too. I gotta check out that White Cargo book. I forgot who told me about that, but yeah, man, check that out. White Cargo. Forgot who was by, but let me see if I can pull it up. White Cargo. I seen it on one of these channels they was talking about. White Cargo. White Cargo. White Cargo. Yeah, y'all go ahead and go get that. You see, there ain't no you see, there ain't no black person hand. Huh? That's all I'm gonna say on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, close up out of that. Get back to my spot. Get back to my spot. Not to mention that the hegemony of the white supremacists in the day all blacks, African Americans, Tauntauns, Caribbeans, Latino, Asians, and others systematize their same struggles against racism. For each have an historic, if not ownership, stake to the Americas, the planet. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna read all this, man. They got some fire info. And I think, man, I know I didn't get to what I wanted to get to, but I think I got to enough to get you to click that link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I got you to click that link in the chat to further your research, right? And I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Them kids and I already knocking on the door. I'm home and I don't even gotta feed the kids and stuff, man, cause you already know it's family, man, over here. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out or on the way in. If you haven't already, subscribe. I got 49 subscribers, y'all. Help me get to 100, man. Help me get to the 100. I wanna, you know what I'm saying? But you know, nevertheless, like we it's for the fam, right? And since it's on YouTube to get to more people, you know, we gotta spread the word, right? Like I say, I'm a student. I'm not teaching anything. I'm just bringing information that I come across on my journey and figure out who my people are. You know? Just as simple as that, man. And we're gonna wrap this up. It's Brother Lawrence 228. Make sure you do your genealogy, man. So important. All right, we out this thing. Peace.